Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and I wanted to do a little something different. In my Mask Monday video, I asked you guys, did you want me to, I mentioned that I was reading a book, The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll, and because there's a movie out on Netflix about this, and I asked you guys to leave me in the comments, is this something you wanted to see? But today is Monday, so I haven't even looked at the comments yet. It's early in the morning, but I finished the book, and I broke my own rule. I had gotten to the last, maybe, let me see where my, if I have, yeah, this page, because I see it had been bent. I got to almost the end, that's the end, and I watched the movie. Couldn't help it, y'all. And I will tell you and I finished reading it this morning, and I gotta tell y'all, the movie's good. It gives a face to the characters in the book. The book always goes in more in-depth detail. However, I watched an interview with Mila Kunis, and I hope I said that right. I adore her. She's hilarious. The screenwriter of the Netflix movie, this was Jessica Knoll. So not only did she write the book, she wrote the movie, which is very good, I might add. It was a very good movie. However, it's easy to kind of get things. Did I read that in the book, or did I see that in the movie? It's definitely a movie I'm gonna watch again now that I have read the entire book. But anyway, it was a good book. I highly recommend the book. The movie, absolutely. I'm not gonna say I don't recommend the movie, because it was a good movie. But an even better book. So, I figured I would pull just a little palette out while I talked a little bit about it without giving away any spoilers. I will give some trigger warnings on it though. And let's see. Let me make sure what I'm about to say is in the opening. Let's see. Not the book. It doesn't say what the main thing is. It does on the movie. The synopsis on the movie, the trailer, it kind of gives a little bit away. But, you know, that's kind of, I guess I really maybe should give a trigger warning. So, I will do this. I will do a countdown. When I get to 1, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to say 2 words. And I'll cover my mouth so you can't read my lips. So if you want to put it on mute, if you don't want the trigger warning or the spoiler for the book. So the book mainly focuses on a tragic event, and that event was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm getting ready to say it. It involved a school shooting. Okay, now you can put the audio back on. It was a beautifully written book, and I highly suggest it. The book, the list price on the book for US is $25, Canadian $32.99. I haven't looked to see if you can find this any cheaper on Amazon or anything like that. I got mine from I'm pretty sure I got it from a thrift store. So usually at my local thrift stores, the hardback books are, the hardback books are typically $1.25, and hardbacks are usually 50 cents or a quarter. So I didn't pay that much for it, but very good book. Enjoyed it very. I enjoyed the writing very, very much. The one thing I don't like about books and movies is when they go back and forth, back and forth. But I'm going to use this Kaleidos palette. What is this called? This is the, Futurism 7 maybe? It's so hard to read. Let's see if you guys can see the packaging of this. Let's see if it says it in here. No. On the back anywhere? Futurism. It is so incredibly hard to read. But this is what the colors on the inside look like. It's a very basic looking palette, and I don't reach for them. I have 2 of them. And, you know, storing them on a bookshelf, they're like this. So they're going to go way far back. And I honestly just forgot about them until I was watching Makeup and Chaos, Ash's video. She was doing her palette collection, and we were talking about the packaging and whatnot, and she was like, which ones do you have? So I pulled them out to take a picture to send them to her, and I just hadn't put them back. And this morning when I finished up the book just a few minutes ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to play with this palette because it seems pretty basic. I did swatch those shimmers last night, and whew, they were beautiful. Dropped my brush. Let's clear this one off. It's the same brush. Some of my favorite movies are from books, actually. The Green Mile. And when I first read The Green Mile, it was a series of small books. Now, I mean, I have the big novel, but it came out almost in series. It was neat. What I call an easy read. One that it's easy to follow along in the storyline. What I would consider a hard read is a book like, I think it's called Pillars of the Earth, and I just had the damn author's name, Kim Follett, I think. The Pillars of the Earth. It is a huge book, and it is a very hard read. And by hard read, I mean it takes place over many, many years, many, many characters, a different era, if you would. I do have difficulty reading era type books, with the exception of Gone with the Wind, because with that I actually did see the movie before I ever saw the book. The Outsiders is another favorite of mine. The Outsiders book by S.C. Hinton, I believe. So I've gone in with the lightest, then I went in with the mid-tone, and I'm going to go in with these two. I'm going to use all of them in here. Let's see the difference in these browns. Yeah, I guess there is a little bit of a difference. Could probably just use one, but because I don't think it played with this palette, I'm going to do both. This is just such, I mean, that lighter brown shade is dusty. Not dusty, it's got a lot of kick up to it. Not that bothers me. Typically, I just blow it away or pick it up as I tap it off. I usually try to tap it off on the palette. That way, if I have to pick up some more, I'm just picking up what I've already tapped off. Okay, now let's go in for that deeper brown. Let me see. Let me get a different brush for that. And I didn't tap this off because I picked it up on a much denser brush, I think. Not sure what book I'm going to pick up next, honestly. I have so many favorites, and I will read a book 2 or 3 times. Especially series books, like the James Patterson, Patricia Cornwell. I will read those over and over because they have the characters, the main characters are the same. So I've always enjoyed those books. Really have. The ones with Detective Cross in them. And I always read those, and then movies came. I've been reading those for, gosh, ever since they came out, honestly. Let's see. Let me go in with, I'm going to go in with that one first, and then go in with that really beautiful gold. Let me swatch these for you guys. This gold reminds me of a color in one of my Pat McGrath. Oh, get over here. My camera's pointed a different way. Guys, I'm getting a new phone. Finally. So many freaking issues with T-Mobile that my service is already through AT&T. So that's what we were going to switch to T-Mobile. They have a 55 and older. Oh wow, they have a 55 and older plan, and I was on the phone for freaking hours with them, trying to, they were like, oh, the email address is not working. I'm like, we're a new customer. What are you talking about? It was just oh, God. So my husband went in the store, and then he spent an hour in the store. I didn't go with him. And they were like, oh, well, yeah, your wife is going to need to come. I'm not on the account, but they needed my phone to port it over. I'm like, oh, my God. Well, then that didn't work. And they're like, oh, we couldn't verify your identity. Some bullshit. It was really bullshit, honestly. Excuse my language. So my husband was like, you know what? I mean, he has zero patience for shit like that. Finally, I love how this is really shifting. This is a beautiful duochrome. Finally, Jeff said, no. Nope. So he called AT&T and said, we've been a customer for, X amount of years. And I'm like, oh yes, no problem. So, phones ordered, plan switched, signed, sealed, not delivered. So yesterday, I get an email that says they had to cancel the order. But we could go into the AT&T store to verify. We went into the AT&T store. We walked out with his phone. I have to order mine. He likes small sized phones, but he likes the iPhone. So he got a mini. I forgot, a 13 mini, I think. And I got the iPhone 14 with the 512 gigabytes, because I need room to store all my baby's pictures, y'all. So it should be here in a few days, hopefully. Until then, I'm filming on this iPhone X, my trusty iPhone X. It served me well, but is beginning to get where I can't halfway text. And anyway, okay, let's see. Very satisfied with this look. Very satisfied indeed. It is a very basic look with some beautiful shimmers on top. So you can see them. I hope so, because they're pretty to me. Okay, guys, that's my review of Kaleidos. Can't read what it is, but it's in this packaging, and it's the browns. And my review of The Luckiest Girl Alive. Very good. Movie, book, 10 out of 10. Movie, 8 out of 10. It didn't go as in depth, obviously. There were a few things that were changed. The premise was the same, but I think if you read the book before you watched the movie, you can understand the character a little bit more, in my opinion. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you stick around. I will see you in the next video. Bye.